WNBA has been around a couple of decades. They're noticing it now. Well, that's because of Caitlin Clark, not Angel Reese.
Before we get into the drama, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the craziness that's coming your way. I promise you'll want to stay tuned. Things in the WNBA just got really spicy, and Dan Patrick is at the center of it all. He went completely ballistic on Angel Reese, and let's just say she didn't handle it well.
I'm just saying between these two. Angel Reese is a wonderful player, but she does not compare to what and who Caitlin Clark is when she's on the basketball floor. Plain and simple.
Dan Patrick didn't just make fun of Angel Reese, he brought out an entire eclipse. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark is doing what she does best, completely controlling the court and, let's face it, making the WNBA a must-watch on TV. She's breaking records, scoring points, and essentially making every game into her own highlight reel. Meanwhile, Angel is out there throwing tantrums and attempting to reclaim some of that spotlight, which is awkward, like watching someone try to steal the microphone at someone else's concert.
And that's why this is a silly argument. Caitlin Clark is the Rookie of the Year. Angel Reese is a wonderful player. Absolutely. Plays hard, both ends.
Dan didn't mince words, and it was obvious that he was rooting for Caitlin. He roasted Angel like it was a Sunday barbecue, pointing out that while Caitlin was out there dominating Angels, well, not really. Dan said what everyone was thinking but didn't want to say aloud, and Reese couldn't stand it and went into full meltdown mode, retaliating and even going to the press. But here's the real deal: while Angels were busy hurling accusations, Caitlin Clark remained composed and let her game speak for itself. Let's just say that Angel Reese wasn't exactly prepared for Dan Patrick's intense attention. Dan is over here stomping through with a megaphone saying what everyone else is probably thinking but too scared to admit. And let's be honest, it was loud, bold, and had zero chill. Should we be surprised, really, while everyone else is busy tiptoeing around her feelings like they're walking through a minefield? Someone needed to wake her up because, really, making fun of legends isn't exactly a pass. It's like attempting to ridicule a Hall of Fame. You won't get away with it. When Caitlin Clark was out there against the Atlanta Dream, she did something so astoundingly amazing that the entire WNBA is still in a state of collective shock. They're probably still picking their jaws up off the floor now. Angel desperately needed a reality check, and boy did she get one. Mark put September 8th, 2024 on your calendars because that's when the Indiana Fever pulled off one of the most incredible games of the season. A ridiculous 104-100 overtime victory that has fans giddy. Let's be honest, though, from beginning to end, it was the Caitlin Clark show. She casually set a franchise record with her 14th double-double of the season, essentially taking over the court like it was her personal playground. Oh, and it's like she woke up that morning and decided, yeah, I think I'll just take over the game today. Let's talk about those crucial moments, because that's when the real magic happens. Obviously, she walks up to the free throw line like it's just another Tuesday and sinks all 4 shots like she's ordering coffee. No hesitation, no nerves, just unwavering confidence. At that point, Caitlin made it clear that she is the one holding the glue, and the crowd was going bonkers on their feet, screaming like they won the lottery every time she touched the ball. The defenders, who likely needed a map to figure out where she went, were among the spectators. Not everyone was on the Caitlin Clark bandwagon, and Angel Reese was undoubtedly not giving out any fan club memberships, while everyone else appeared to be throwing confetti in Caitlin's direction. She's been making sure the world knows she deserves some of that, and the Angels over here are essentially flashing a sign that says, hey, don't forget about me. Spotlight also insists that the NBA's popularity boost isn't a one-woman show. Sure, Angel has made some waves in the league, but let's just say that this season isn't her personal high point. It seems as though she isn't overly happy to see Caitlin take the limelight that she used to enjoy while Caitlin is out there dominating, sinking clutch shots, and being a total game changer. The gap between their performances is as noticeable as a missed layup, and it's not going unnoticed that Caitlin Clark is dominating, but some people are roasting her like she's the last marshmallow at a campfire because of her skin color or simply because they believe she's receiving too much love from the media. Angel's season has been, let's say, a character-building experience.
And people didn't notice the game. They're noticing it now. Well, that's because of Caitlin Clark, not Angel Reese. But there's nothing about her game that's really interesting that is going to translate to people who may not watch the WNBA.
Come on. Dan, when he called out Angel Reese on his show, Patrick, who arrived with no qualms and a full tank of harsh honesty, didn't just take a shot. He went into full roast mode. Dan essentially gave the Angels what may have been the most scathing criticism in WNBA history, and let's just say he didn't mince words. Was he mistaken? To be honest, not at all. Dan made it very evident that the league wouldn't be seeing this surge of enormous viewership and unexpected media attention if it weren't for Caitlin's incredible talent. And guess who received no recognition for it? Indeed, you guessed it, Angel Reese. I mean, not even a small thank you for coming. Patrick delivered the full truth like a sledgehammer, rather than only hinting at it. This was a full-fledged reality check, complete with lights flashing and sirens blasting, not just a gently prod. Dan did a fantastic job painting the situation as Caitlin almost carries the WNBA on her back. Dan isn't incorrect, but Angel appears more focused in assigning blame than taking initiative. Angel's season has been more like a crazy roller coaster with twists and turns, and the distance between her and Caitlin is growing faster than a freeway during rush hour. On cue, social media went viral, and it was impossible to browse Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok without seeing Patrick's remarks or Dan's mic drop moment. Fans were yelling for Caitlin to win like she was the new basketball queen, while Angel was dragged through the mud. It wasn't just another viral moment. It became a full-fledged online sensation. Anyone who claimed that Angel was even close to co-star status in the WNBA sounded as credible as someone who said cats can fly, and fans, analysts, and even casual Sunday watchers all jumped on board Dan's criticism that was just the match that started the fireworks show. Patrick's roast was so powerful that it didn't just change the topic. It completely turned it upside down, spun it around, and set it on fire. At a press conference, Angel Reese didn't exactly take the high road. Instead of brushing it off or letting her game speak for her, she went all out with a full-on meltdown photo. She claimed that people were trying to steal her thunder and that it wasn't fair that Caitlin was the center of attention, as if she had suddenly become the Beyoncé of basketball. Like she was saying, "Hey, don't forget about me." Reese insisted that she should be given equal credit for bringing attention to the WNBA. While Angel was occupied with disparaging me on social media, I was also the major attraction. At midnight, Caitlin Clark said, "As quiet as a library, no comebacks, no sarcastic jabs." As Angel typed, she continued to do what she had been doing all season, which was to dominate the court. It's pretty clear right now why Angel is so upset. Every fan analyst, and even people just walking by the TV, are discussing whether Caitlin Clark is just a short headline or if she's about to rewrite the WNBA playbook. If you've been paying attention, it's crystal clear. Caitlin let her jump shots do all the talking, and let's be honest, every time she gave another crazy performance, it made Angel's online rants seem a little pointless. With each game, the distance between them grew wider, and Angel's frustration seemed to be growing like a bad haircut. Caitlin isn't just here to stir things up. She's here to stay. She's also flipping the entire game on its head, and let's not forget about the numbers, which are louder than a coach during a timeout.
Doghouse pulled up from three, will dip inside. There are the first points in the WNBA career of Caitlin Clark.
The most watched WNBA game ever on ESPN was Caitlin Clark's May 14th, 2024 debut, which drew 2.5 million viewers. The best part is that her very first game, the Liberty Showdown on May 21st, drew 1.71 million viewers, officially becoming the most watched WNBA game on ABC. It seems like she effortlessly breaks viewership records every time she takes the court. Then there was the August 28th game against the Atlanta Dream, which drew 617,000 viewers on NBA TV. It was just another workday for Caitlin, who seemed to be transforming a typical Tuesday night into prime time. She must be wondering why everyone is so shocked, but it's no big deal, right? That concludes this fierce WNBA matchup. While Caitlin Clark continues to rule the court as if she owns it, Dan Patrick completely gave it to Angel Reese. Who do you believe should have more? Please leave your opinions in the comment section below. Spotlight Angel or Caitlyn, and remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more updates on all the most recent WNBA action. Thank you for watching.